All right, righteous redneck. And what I want to do right now is we're going to talk about tires, and we're going to talk about how to make your tires on your vehicle last as long as they possibly can. So I'm going to give you some tips and some pointers that I've learned over the years that are going to help your tires last the absolute longest time that they can. First thing that you want to do, don't ever have mixed match tires on your car, different brands. And I know sometimes you'll have an older vehicle and you really don't care if it's got a Michelin on one corner and a Goodyear on another corner. Have some decent tires on your vehicle at least, no matter what you drive. Think about your safety first of all, okay? Think about the ride quality of that vehicle as well. Okay, so always get a decent set of matched tires. You don't want, along with the brand being the same and the tire being the same all the way around. You don't want one tire on one corner that's worn way down and then a brand new one on the rear. If you have to do something of that sort, always have your newest rubber on the front. Because if you're gonna have a blowout these days with these front wheel drive vehicles, you always want your rear tire to blow. That way you'll have full control. You can still turn, you can still control the front of the car. You don't ever wanna have a blowout on the front of a front wheel drive car. That's an accident just waiting to happen. And I want you guys to be safe. So, get yourself a good set of tires. Goodyear, Michelin, Hankook, Cooper. I've had great luck with Cooper tires. There's a lot of good brands out there, and you see me wearing a Goodyear hat. They've been around for a very long time. I like their tires. However, there are other brands such as Cooper. I run Cooper on my vehicle right now. I've had excellent luck with Cooper tires. So always get yourself a good set of tires. I prefer new tires. I just do. If you have to go used, I understand, but it's not safe. It's just not safe. And with those new tires, there is on the side of your door panel, on the inside, on the metal on the vehicle, or your owner's manual, you will have a recommendation for your specific vehicle on how many pounds that you should run in your tires based on the weight of the vehicle and other factors. You always want to go kind of in between what that recommendation is. And the reason why I say that is this. Too much air in a tire will protrude the middle of the tire, okay? Making the middle of the tire wear out faster. Whereas if you run too less, air pressure below what you should, it's gonna make the middle of the tire sink and the outer edges of the tire bulge out. So the outer edges are gonna wear faster. So you wanna run generally 32 to 35 pounds. I run 35 pounds simply because a little bit harder of a tire, just slightly, will actually gain you a slight edge in fuel mileage. Tire's a little bit harder, more surface area to the concrete, to the pavement. Little bit better gas mileage. Certainly better gas mileage than you would get if you were under pressure all of the time. So, good set of tires, keep your pressures where they need to be, and rotate. Rotate every 6,000 miles or every other oil change if you're changing your oil every 3,000 miles. So what I do, I keep my oil change sticker up in my glass, and right below where I have written When I need to do my oil change, I'll put TR, tire rotation, and when I need to rotate my tires. You can also keep a log in your glove department as well. Or also another thing that I do, I write it down on an index card, all of my maintenance, things that are coming up, and I keep it up on my sun visor. So that's another thing that you can do. So good rubber, air pressure, rotation, and another thing that I see a lot of guys do, they go crazy with the tire shine. If you have a car and it's just sitting and sitting and sitting, those tires are gonna dry rot. And cracking, dry rotting is not good. You wanna run that car. You don't want those tires to dry rot. Any tire that sits for a long period of time is going to dry rot. You begin to get splitting, cracking, and especially on the tread, if that happens, that's just an accident waiting to happen as well. So you definitely don't want to see that with your tires. So yeah, that's another great tip. Rotation is so important and so many people don't do it. Rotating your tires helps your tires to wear evenly. Your front tires are always going to wear more, especially with modern vehicles, because those are the ones turning. They're cutting into the corners. So they're going to wear out faster than the rear tires that just simply spin. You know, there's no twisting motion, there's none of that. So keep that in mind as well. Keep rotating every 6,000 miles. It'll make those tires last a whole lot longer. So those are just some tips. One thing that you can do if your vehicle, and I highly recommend it, I have it in my vehicle, I have a wireless tire pressure monitoring system. My valve stems are actually, you have one for each corner, each tire, each wheel, I should say, screws on. You have a monitor inside on the dash, and it tells you the exact pressure of each individual tire. You can even get these to where you can monitor your spare, which is another thing that a lot of people talking about tires here on YouTube, they don't mention. You always want to keep checking your spare tire. A spare tire is useless if you go to pull it out and you got 15 pounds of air in it. Not gonna do you much good. Always pull it out once a month. Just stick your gauge on it, check it, air it up, look at it, make sure it's not dry rotting. Put a little Armor All on it, not on the tread. See guys doing this and it's retarded. That's an accident waiting to happen too. You got a slick tire and you're gonna put it on your car and go hit the road. You go to stop fast and you got all that jerry curl all over it. You're gonna do an accident possibly, so don't be doing that, all right? Okay? Shining the outside, the sidewall, that's great. Makes them look good. I like that look personally, like you just run through a water puddle. I like it. I like shiny tires, but not overly shiny and slimy to where the stuff will sling all over the side of the car when you take off. As far as a tire shine, I personally like Black Magic. I think works really, really well. Armor All tire shine is really, really good as well. Black Magic, I believe, makes one now that is a non-foaming solution. You just spray it on there and it's like an instant shine. Actually, it's not Black Magic. Taking nothing away from Black Magic. I believe it's Meguiar's. Meguiar's makes it, you spray it on and it's instant shine, no foam. It's just looks really, really good. It's got a good smell to it, almost like a grape type smell to it too. So that's always a good thing, I guess. But yeah, you got to keep your tires up. If you have kids, You don't want to be running mixed match tires, tires under pressure, overpressure, tires that are new with tires that are worn completely out. And I understand times are hard these days, but this is your safety. This is your kid's safety that we're talking about. So be smart, at least with the tires on your vehicle. So these are some tips that will help you have a set of tires that will last as long as possible, and don't be doing burnouts and stupid stuff like that, unless you can afford to put a new set of tires on your car on a regular basis. It's not good for the engine. It's not good for your rear differential. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. There's no doubt about that. Burnouts are cool. They're fun, but they're not good on a set of tires, so don't be doing it in the wife's SUV. She'll get on to you. So anyway, that's just some tips that will help you get the most out of your tires. So with that being said, as always, subscribe, click on that bell, be notified of all my future videos. This is Righteous Redneck. Thank you for watching.